Shing is a distinguished community leader and the executive director of the Chinatown Manpower Project, a nonprofit in New York's Chinatown that helps Asian American immigrants with career services, including job training and entrepreneurial assistance. Since joining CMP in 2011, he has led the organization in launching new programs and skills-building initiatives for immigrants to meet the fast-changing job and small business landscape. He has used the gifts of being bicultural and bilingual to help the immigrant community in Chinatown. Born in Hong Kong, Shing spent his formative years there and immigrated to the U.S. with his family when he was in his teens. The Lees lived in the Bronx for a few months before settling in Brooklyn. His father was a civil engineer and his mother was educated at medical school and dedicated herself to raising a family. Hong is the oldest of the family's 3 boys.
I was a good student when I was much younger, then as there's too many distractions, many other things, so I was not a good student.
Although Hong attended an English school in Hong Kong, he had an affinity for learning Chinese and for creative writing, including poetry. In fact, he introduced a writing contest organized by the Chinatown Manpower Project. His passion for writing and helping others in the community started when he was a boy. He gravitated toward social work, feeling strongly that he benefited from social programs himself as a youth in Hong Kong.
The reason why I was interested in Chinese is one year when we started the new semester, my Chinese subject teacher said, all right, we went through this chapter, she said, write something about it. It's totally not a school assignment, but just say, write something about that for class discussion. So I wrote something, just a new school year. So I was more energetic, more focused. So I wrote something and she praised what I wrote. So that kind of boosted my confidence. But then I was like in Hong Kong, we value education achievement a lot. And because my poor grades, I didn't really have a lot of self-confidence and really I didn't know, I have no focus, I had no vision. Then in my high school years, I went with some friends to a local youth center. It was a study hall, so we just went there. I started out hanging out and then more and more engaged. Started doing volunteer work, and that got me into, my mom always said, well, what can you do? Like writing poetry, I can't feed you, right? Unless you're very famous, right? So you have to find something as a career. So when I hang out at the youth centers, all the people, the worker there, they lead groups, they work with kids. They even draw posters on, like at that time there's no printer, right? So I got exposed to a working environment that you don't just sit behind a desk, right? There's a lot of action, some creativity, right? You create a poster, like an abstract activity, say, oh, I want to be that, right? So.
And this was in Hong Kong?
Yes.
Wow.
So I was involved in volunteer work in Hong Kong and I get more and more involved. I become more conscious in community and social issues.
As the director of the Chinatown Manpower Project, he and a wonderful team have created job training programs from digital literacy and resume writing to job interviewing geared specifically toward Asian Americans. The training caters towards a wide variety of populations, from those with limited education to those with doctorate degrees. The programs acknowledge the cultural differences and diversity of the backgrounds participants come from.
So where they came from, the work environment may be very different from, so when we talk about work readiness, it's more than just resume writing, interviewing, but the work culture, workplace culture in this country that could be very different from where they came from.
He has a strong belief that a single person can make a difference. He experienced this in his own life. When not working, Hong enjoys spending time with family, including his wife and his son. During baseball season, you may find him at Yankee Stadium. Yes, he is a fan of the New York Yankees. And yes, he continues enjoying writing, especially creative writing and poetry that expresses his feelings and philosophies about work and life.
When I was involved with the youth center, or the teacher that gave me a positive feedback on the things that I wrote, right? It may just be a small number if you put in a data set, right? Just one single individual, but it matters to me.